Hello and welcome to the second game of this best of 3 to decide who makes it on to the, well, to the third game or to not a third game, as it looks like we have got a bit of a problem, apparently, because, well, we might have the, never mind, I was gonna say the captain of one of the teams AFK, because he was already ticking into his bonus time for 20 seconds, deciding on what to ban out. Ends up going for the OD. There was a very short break in between these two games, so perhaps Insidious Idol kind of needed a moment to see if they can try to think of a different way to go about this game, to go about defeating their name partners, if you will. I mean, we're up against Insidious Idol and Insidious Gaming, you know, it's interesting. We're gonna see the Clockwork getting banned out. Now that's an interesting ban, because we haven't seen him banned nor picked the entire day, but we'll see what Insidious Idol have in store for us. The Bad Rider got banned out this time. We still have the Visage and the Nyx Assassin in the pool, and the Alchemist is the one that gets banned out now. So let's see what we'll have, if there is indeed a Visage for Insidious Idol, or if they go for something different. We know that Insidious Idol is the one that actually is the only one that has had the IO banned out against them. For the rest, we've seen IO ignored today, so perhaps we're gonna have an IO pick for them as well. We're gonna be having the Visage pick up for Insidious Idols first, and we'll see what they go for next. Darkseer and Lifestealer will be for Insidious Gaming. So Darkseer, the hero that we've seen banned out a couple of times, not picked up yet today though, a hero that we see in the offlane often. And we'll see it in combination with the Lifestealer, so we're probably going to have a safe lane for Insidious Gaming. Though in theory, of course, Darkseer can be in the jungle, we're not going to really expect that one. We're going to have the Weaver pick up for Insidious Idol, with the Visage. It makes for the same color theme. It's not the same, not the first time that we see this today. This combination in the first two picks, that is. They don't really have any synergy, or at least not any specific synergy together though. It just means that Weaver will probably be on the suicide lane. Visage on the safe lane. But yeah, there's a lot of bursts coming out from the two if they really want to. But we'll see what they go for, because we first have some bans. Insidious Gaming, they need to have still a mid laner. And they need to have supports, most of all supports, because they don't have any just yet. So that's probably something that we're going to see Insidious Idol ban out. We still have Rubik, Shadow Demon, and all that jazz still in the pool. Nyx Assassin actually one of those as well. We must remember that Insidious Gaming actually has the first pick in this one, as in after this banning phase.
Dire team ban.
And the Nature's Prophet, Queen of Pain, Lone Druid are the bans that we see so far. Insidious, not wanting to see that Nature's Prophet split pushing them up. And the Queen of Pain, one of the mid-heroes that Insidious Idol already defending themselves from. I mean, we still have the Puck in the pool. We want to go for strong mid-lane heroes. The Puck, Dragon Knight still in there. Rubik is going to be the one to get banned out for Insidious Gaming. Then they have the first pick up, so let's see what kind of support they want to have. If they already want to pick up a support, which I think they will. It's gonna be Shadow Demon again. Yes, it is.
Radiant team pick.
It is that Shadow Demon. Last time, of course, we saw Shadow Demon Lina combination with the Lifestealer. Worked out very nicely. A lot of rotations at the start of the game to try and dodge trial lanes and be up against trial lanes and, you know, that kind of stuff. We might see the same thing again, but in the end it wasn't Insidious Gaming that was the victim of that one because of their rotations. They were getting quite behind on experience, and not just that, but also on gold because of their experience led to kills. There is still the Nyx Assassin picked up by Insidious Idol, so that's going to be their secondary support most likely. I say that and I realize that we've seen a lot of mid-Idol or mid-Nyx Assassins today, so we might see it again. Might see it again. But Insidious Gaming, is their chance to pick up something first. Is it gonna be that Lina, or do they want to secure a mid-hero? I mean, if they pick up a mid-hero, there's a chance, of course, that Lina is gonna get banned out. But next to the Lina, there's a Leshrac or a Jakiro that kind of do the same thing, just have less burst damage.
Reserve time.
It really depends on if they are okay with just having something else next to the Lina. Or if they want to have a jungle hero still, and we still have a Chen and Enchantress in the pool. Well, they go for the Jakiro straight away.
Radiant team
So no Lina ban needed. Jakiro is the one to go for. Jakiro is the one to follow up on that disruption. So it's more safe than it was before, more of a safe lane than the Lina would be. Ice Path is considered to be one of those better safe than sorry abilities. I mean, if you're gonna have an aggressive, safe lane, then having a Jakiro or even a Earthshaker is one of the most defensive heroes that you can think of. The Gyrocopter gets picked up for the first time today. We're gonna see him played as a carry, I would believe. And he already has a nice tri-lane with him, with a Visage Nyx Assassin and a Gyrocopter that could actually be an aggressive tri-lane, though up against the Jakiro and a Shadow Demon support, it's not that easy. It should at least be possible to shut down a Lifestealer's farm, but getting kills is a different. If it is a different thing. I don't think they can get kills. But maybe shutting down Lifestealer is enough for them. I mean, they are gonna get some farm on the Gyrocopter. They're not gonna get as much experience on him, but maybe they're okay with that. Weaver is gonna be getting free farm on the bottom lane if he is actually doing that. Weaver up against Darkseer is not entirely free farm, and Darkseer will definitely get some nice farm as well, but it's not bad at all. But they're taking their time. They're up for banning first, though. Mid laners. Windrunner is the one to get banned out. We saw the Windrunner mid laning earlier. Storm is the other one. We still have a Puck in the pool. We have not seen the Puck today, I think. So, I don't know why people are ignoring Puck here. It's still a very strong mid laner. We still have a Dragon Knight in the pool as well, if they want to go for something like that. Meow. Yeah. So, still a lot of options here.
10 seconds remaining.
Sorry for cat sounds. He's very
5 seconds remaining.
demanding. Then it's a male cat, so what do you expect? He used to be male cat. Anyways. More reserve time. Because teams have that, I mean, that's fair. Come on, Insidious Gaming, you can do it. Dragon Knight, there we go. Now we still have the Puck, we still have the possibility that Nyx Assassin or Gyrocopter or Weaver is mid, so Insidious Idol definitely have a bit of leeway there in terms of flexibility. A lot more flexibility than Insidious Gaming has, to be fair. And as to the question in the chat, he has been played as a Gyrocopter has been played as support by different teams. I have to say I'm not a fan of it, but it's been done before. Sorry for cat sounds.
Reserve time.
Reserve time. Now, well, there is still 90 or 50 seconds left in the bonus time of Insidious Idol. You just need that one hero to complete their lineup. And we'll see what they go for. Come on. Whoa, I was so not expecting that one. I love it though. I like Slarks. Awesome. So, the thing that Slarks brings to a team like this, and with lineup wise, I mean, he is supposed to be the one to beat a mid game. Dominate mid. He should be able to win against Dragon Knight, at least in terms of last hits. Might not be able to kill her, but yeah, I like it. Okay, cat. Okay, that was all the attention for now. To move my mouse. Yeah. So, Insidious Gaming will be on the dire side for this game. We've got Ninja Boogie once again on the Lifestealer. Kyo once again on the Shadow Demon. And it will be Rave Blue this time on the Darkseer on the offlane. And we got El Smurth on the Jakiro, will be supporting on the top lane. And Shibix will play the Dragon Knight here on the mid lane most likely, where he will rotate to. He picked up the bottle first, got himself some nice pulling there with a Self and also Tangos, and of course he's looking to win up against, or at least stay alive up against the Slug, maybe even win. Who knows how the pounds are gonna be. Diego, don't throw stuff on the floor. So, on the side of Insidious Idol,
30 seconds.
we have got C, or Insidious C, playing the Weaver. We've got the person whose name I cannot pronounce playing the Nyx Assassin. Residence of Faith is now not on the Nyx Assassin, but he is on the Visage this game. The more micro-heavy players do that normally. We've got Slark, played by Sox. And then on the bottom lane we've got one hero left. It is the Gyrocopter, who will be played by Sol Panda Salah. And he is actually playing on a solo lane right now. It looks like we're going to have an aggressive tri lane with the Weaver there. And the two supports on the side of Insidious Idol. And yes, we've got two teams that are called Insidious something. I'm not sure if Insidious Idol is actually the idols of Insidious Gaming. And I don't think we'll ever find out. And let's see who will take this tri-lane versus tri-lane. I have to say though, like I said during the draft already, that I wasn't expecting... well, the only reason why they would try to go for an aggressive tri-lane is just to shut down the farm of the Lifestealer. Which could work out for sure. But... they can't really get kills here. You've got an Ice Path, you've got a Disruption. It should be okay, at least for people to stay alive here. It really depends on how much aggression they're actually going to get and how much mistakes Insidious Gaming is going to put in their positioning. In the meantime, the mid lane will be volatile, quite volatile actually. I'm thinking like neither of these should in theory die, but that's why both can actually die, because both of course want to win that lane rather than make it into a wash. The pounce actually happens. Shivix might be in some trouble here. Just harassment for now though. With the Essence shift, it's gonna be quite tough for the Dragon Knight here, but like I said, he should be living. It is 2 last hits so far for the Dragon Knight though, with Sock sitting on 2 as well, so both prioritizing harassment a little bit before anything else. In the meantime, on the bottom lane with Rave Blue, will get a ton of last hits, because in theory, he should not lose any last hits. He should get all of them, because he is tower skipping those creeps. And on top of that, he should actually get more than just all of them, because he can actually also pull creep camps with camps, so can actually get more than just the last hits on the lane. Will be something to look out for. Also, something to look out for is the first blood. Yes. In theory, it's gonna be in the mid lane or on the top lane, because bottom lane, Gyrocopter only gets a first blood if something really stupid is being done by Rave Blue, and Rave Blue is only gonna get first blood if he's gonna try and dive the tier 1 tower, which for now he is not going to do yet. Shivix might be the first blood because he will get pounced upon and then he'll die. Or he'll get the first blood because he got pounced upon, he doesn't die because he is Dragon Knight after all with Dragon Blood, and then he's able to turn it around with a Breath of Fire, and he actually has an Illusion Rune as well, so not that bad. Or we have someone that dies on the top lane, be that for someone to get caught out by the combination that Insidious Idol has. Of course, you've got the Impale, you've got the Shakushi to go through, and then a Grave Chill and a Soul Assumption. A lot of burst damage there in that Soul Assumption for sure. And of course the Grave Chill allowing for more right clicks to go through, so more Soul Assumption charges as well. So, that's going to be a very powerful combination for the aggressive trial lane. But, if someone goes on someone here, if Insidious Idol goes on Insidious Gaming, you've got yourself a Disruption and an Ice Path to try and at least stop things in its path, and if Insidious Idol is in the wrong position, they're gonna get initiated upon and they're gonna get open wounded. Of course, Shadow Demon counting, oh, there goes a Dragon Knight getting pounced upon, lands a Dragon Tail straight off, living through it. But yeah, pretty interesting lanes here. I like it a lot actually. It looks like we might see Insidious Gaming going for something here. I mean, the reason why they're here on this trial lane is to shut the Lifestealer down. So far, he's got 14 last hits, with 9 only going the way of the Weaver. I mean, he's not getting as many last hits as the Gyrocopter's getting, obviously. But he's not getting shot down by any means. And of course, Gyrocopter, he's getting a lot of last hits. He's 18-0, but he's actually missing quite a bit under his tower by the looks of it. And that's of course one of the downsides. Missing those last hits under the tower. We've got Darkseer rotating back towards his fountain. Gets himself some boots and making sure that he doesn't occupy the courier for that mid lane. Because again, they run 2 bottles. And with the courier change that it goes super slow with an empty bottle in it, it's not really ideal to actually have it bottle crowed all the way to the bottom lane while your Dragonite in mid needs it more, because this Dragonite is definitely in need of those bottles, full bottles that is. Of course he can get them with runes as well, but because of the pounce of the Slug actually has a bit of an edge in terms of getting towards the rune. That is. Oh, there goes an ice path. Up on 2. Still slow up on the Jakiro. Dual Breath going there as well. Smurf already backs off. Still gets chased down by Insidious Sea. He might be able to get the first blood here, but Visage already goes down. That's the first one. Disruption coming in. Holding on to the Weaver. And that's gonna be the Jakiro staying alive. And the Visage, who actually tried to still chase that Jakiro, he is the one to go down. The gold gets split, which is a bit of a shame, but at least it makes sure, like, this aggressive tri-lane on the side of Insidious Idol not really doing all too well. In the meantime, the Gyrocopter might be able to get something here. He's got face boots, normal boots only for Rave Blue. Homo Missile will come in as well. There is a flat cannon again, or yeah, flat cannon up again on the, oh, nice vacuum though! Nice vacuum! That's not going to be turning into a kill. Shadow Demon is the one to go down on the top lane. Mid lane, no kill just yet. Shadow Demon got killed off by this Weaver. So at least Insidious Idol takes something in return. But action all over. Gold grab going the way of Insidious Gaming though. I almost wanted to stop that sentence, but going the way of Insidious. That would make no sense whatsoever. But Insidious Gaming is doing best on the gold. They are having, of course, the Darkseer that is doing very well. In terms of net worth, he is not ahead though. It is a Dragonite and a... oh, sorry, he is ahead. Never mind. Dragonite and Darkseer keeping themselves on par. Dragonite actually doing very well in the mid lane. 29 for 7. I mean, Slarker's not doing bad. He's 25 for 0, but 0 denies, 7 denies up on Shibix. That means that he's slightly ahead in terms of experience, or should be. But considering the levels, we actually have got the Dragonite slightly behind on that one. More rotations coming off from the Dragonite, mostly for his bottle, then I guess to just make sure that the Slark doesn't pounce towards the courier and tries to kill it off. There's a pounce. He could actually go into a Shadow Dance right now. He actually has a Nyx Assassin around with him as well. One impaled. Might have been able to get something, but Slark taking a lot of harassment. And Shibix having a full bottle once again. Not going to be ideal to go in on. But yeah, 3 are in the top 4 for Insidious Gaming in terms of net worth. Gyrocopter doing, of course, very well on this bottom lane. We've got also Slark not doing too bad, but slightly losing. And we've got ourselves, obviously, the Weaver that is not really doing too much here on this top lane. Well, I say not doing too much, but he's still got 23 for 5 last hits. I mean, he's not completely helpless. He's just not winning the top lane. And in terms of supports, the supports of Insidious Gaming are obviously ahead, because that is, you know, how aggressive tri-lanes work, as we have got the Gyrocopter dying on the bottom lane. Rave Blue taking a lot of harassment from that tower, but doesn't go down from it. But if you're having an aggressive tri-lane, you're not getting kills, you're sacrificing experience for that to your supports, because your enemy supports are getting experience and gold inside a jungle by stacking and pulling, and that's something that you can't do if you're Insidious Gaming. Ninja Boogie actually being left alone a little bit right now. Still, they don't go on it though.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 1 bottom goes down. Darkseer, of course, being completely abandoned there. Anyway, hey, they changed this. Awesome. Looks kind of cool. Didn't notice that yet until now. My bad. Anyway, Gyrocopter goes back bottom. At the moment, by the way, I mean, one of the results of having on the farm supports is no wards on the map. Okay, he just made it. My point moved. But there is only one ward on the map. He has got one in his inventory as well. But for example, this gyrocopter is not farming secure. He would probably want to have a ward like around here, or at least the entrance to the jungle, like one of the two places, so that, or maybe even just, you know, around here, just to know when if something is coming for him. But at the moment he is completely blind, and he'll just have to make do. 4 heroes on the top lane. Slark rotating in top doesn't do anything, or isn't able to do anything. And of course part of that is because there are wards up for the Dire team. They know what's coming. They know what they can expect. And they're not going to let themselves get caught out. We actually have got a rotation. Dragonite going top, TPing from the Radiant jungle. He's still invisible. He's got the dragon form. And with that, of course, the long range dragon tail. But look at how safe Insidious is. Insidious Idol. Or Insidious Sea. By the way. iSg already gone. Waiting for the ghost signal. Waiting for a kill potential. Slark in the meantime, free farming middle, so Insidious Idol knows that there is indeed a Dragonite missing from the map, and Dragonite actually rotates himself back towards that middle lane. We'll be up against the Slark in no time. And Ninja Boogie continues farming like nothing ever happened, like he was never trying to get a kill there. Ninja Boogie, who's second highest on net worth. I mean, right now it's not just a little bit of gold difference anymore, but of course that's also courtesy of the tower. In comes the courier. It's a really big courier, by the way. But, oh well. I like this. Still has 1 charge in his bottle left. At some point the question is, like, do you want to have 3 stacks in your bottle again, 3 charges in your bottle again faster? Or do you want to have the extra charge right now? Impale comes out, in comes an Ice Path, though, Spike Carapace still upon Smurf, no follow-up. Comes out. Apart from Wraithflu coming in here. Oh, with the vacuum, and that's a kill! Wraithflu making it happen. In comes the Open Moon. Socks with the haste rune. Will be able to get himself out of that place. Looking for the next one. Also Weaver able to get himself out of there with the Shikushi. Nice kill going the way of the Darkseer. Making his rotation worth it. And he now has a mechanism ready as well. So that means maybe Insidious Gaming is going to attempt to go for team fights as Shibix gets himself pounced upon. He's able to return the harassment though. No Shadow Dance still for Socks. I mean, it has a very, 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 very short cooldown, so you would expect maybe some form of usage of spells, but no. There goes another pounce. Now he goes into Shadow Dance. Thank you. There's still Dragon Tail up our Shibix. He lands it up on the Nyx Assassin, so there's not going to be an impale. Still the pounce is there, and that's going to be a kill for Socks. That's the one that he was hoping for. That's his first kill of the game. 12 minutes in the meantime, on the top lane, there's 4 people. 3, I can't count. There's 3 people. 4, never mind. I could count. Harassing the tier 1 tower. Ice Path, gonna make sure nobody chases. In comes the gyrocopter though for the first time. Rage, open wounds, up on the gyrocopter. He can't get it though. Realizes that and backs off. Is out of rage again. Needs to wait, still gets the visage and now runs himself out. Cooldown gonna get whiffed. Weaver backing himself off. Are they still gonna try and do something? The Ice Path would need to be perfect for them to try something. The push still continues a little bit, and they want to try and find something. The disruption will be there. Soulcatcher as well. Nyx Assassin with the Vendetta from the sidelines, looking for a target. They first get the Weaver though. Infest out being used for that one, and Shadow Demon takes a ton of harassment. Will end up going down by the Slark who came in later, and we'll get a Slark himself will be visible. Do a breath. Now he's invisible. Now he'll be getting himself some HPs up. Oh, pounce. They see him. They see him. Ice Path. Hits. Lifestealer from the side. That's the kill. Nicely done. Nicely done for sure. 3 to 6 is the kill score. They don't get anything done on the tier 2 tower on the top lane, but they do get the tier 1 mid. This means all tier 1s on the side of Insidious Idol are now down. We have the gold graph going towards a 7k in favor of Insidious Gaming. 3k experience in favor of Insidious Gaming. I mean, in theory it's not really that much, but if you look at the levels, one thing that is of course very important to note is that Visage is not yet level 6. And we only have the Nyx Assassin just getting level 6 a moment ago. That's why he used his Vendetta. He almost, well, he helped with the kill the Shadow Demon actually. That's okay. But yeah, this is not a very happy Visage. Half of Visage as a hero is the fact that he can have familiars. And he doesn't have them yet, 13 minutes into the game. I mean, it's not the biggest disaster, but considering everybody else at level 6, you kind of want your ultimate as well. Ninja Boogie, gonna get aggressed upon. Shocks, gets open wounds, goes into Shadowland Dance. There is a sentry up, and if he walks more forward, then maybe Ninja Boogie will go, but now he has to back off. Gets himself impaled, doesn't have a range, does have stick charges, but oh, Armlet toggling for his life right now. He runs, he infests. He lives, infest out, mechanism gets used after Armlet toggle on and off, and that will be Ninja Boogie safe who TP's home, and he will be just fine. Close. But again, Insidious Idol having a rotation that did not work out for them. Same thing goes here. Again, Slark tries to go for something, but can't get it done. Again. Still have this gyrocopter sitting on the drums and the boots. Drums and face boots. It is the early game fighting item, but he hasn't really been able to find the fight, really. Doesn't have anything in the career. This is just all he has. Shadowblade now up on... Oh, nice ice path. It doesn't hit, though. So I guess it's not that nice. Still Shibix with the haste rune. He has got the dragon form. He's also got a dragon tail. We'll end up landing it in the cooldown. Doesn't matter. Slightly out of the cooldown again. Shibix, Rocket Barrage. That hurts! Dual breath going through. Still in comes the ice path. This time it does hit, and there's the kill. Going the way of the Jakiro. Shibix getting away in time. Gets himself an early charge courtesy of the Shadow Demon. And that is going to make sure that the Gyrocopter gets continuously shut down. He is the one that was highest on net worth on the side of Insidious Idol. Insidious Idol, they've got themselves 3 cores, right? Slark, who's supposed to be making it mid-game. Gyrocopter and Weaver, who are supposed to be making it late-game. And right now, their Gyrocopter is not going to be... Well, actually, let's just put it this way. The late game of the Gyrocopter is delayed quite heavily. Weaver, same story. But that is something that Insidious Idol already were expecting, because they put him on these suicide lanes, so it was a risk they were willing to take. And they've got a Slark that was supposed to be owning mid-game, and even though he only died once, and he has got 2 kills, I mean, he's got 2 of the 3 kills, he's not really dominating the way that Slarks can. Actually, he will go down here again. That's gonna be the second time that he died. It's gonna be the first kill the Dragon Knight has for himself, solo kill for him, so that's a bunch of experience going his way. Level 11 up on 2 of Insidious Gaming's heroes. And only 1 on the side of Insidious Idol. There is level 10 though, on the Gyrocopter, but only barely. Gold Graph, yeah, we saw that already, so that's that. In the meantime, bottom lane, Lifestealer ends up getting a kill on the Gyrocopter again. Demonic Purge helping out for that one. And this Gyrocopter is far from getting anything. Ice Path hits up on the Nyx Assassin. There's the open wounds as well. And that's a kill. Ninja Boogie is kind of painful at the moment, and the Nyx Assassin still had Spike Carapace on cooldown, so yeah, that's gonna be that. In the meantime, there is maybe Weaver trying to get himself a kill upon the Wraith Blue, but he surges himself away to the high ground, trying to chase down the Dragon Tail, trying to chase down the Visage, successfully so. Visage will end up going down, but Wraith Blue in a lot of trouble now as well. Has got another surge, tries to run. There is a Dark Pact though, and that will get a kill. Shivix looking for Vision, finds it again. Shivix with an Iron Shell, is he gonna get it? No, he's gonna get a double kill to Shocks if he's not careful. That's a double kill to the Slark that you tried so hard to shut down. And that is something that Slark so needs. If Slark gets ahead, he'll get ahead real fast. And he is gonna be one of those heroes that you're gonna have to really watch out for, because you'll die no matter who you are on the map. Of course, he is still kind of behind, but he is now starting to get back into the game again with these skills. He's going for BKB. In the meantime, on the mid lane, we have got a disruption, but I think Shadow Demon is still quite... But no, not yet. Those 6 charges earned there as well. And Soul Assumption will not kill him off. Oh, he's getting blocked by Smurf. There's a slow, nice Ice Path helping out. Kyo still alive. Gonna get his normal movement speed up again. And that is Kyo safe. Is he gonna get surged? No, not even needed. Shadow Demon lives. That is surprising, but brilliant. Insidious Idols. Not really getting even a support there. The Shadow Demon has been the victim twice already. I mean, we have got 5 kills on the side of Insidious Idols, and 2 of those are on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, because he didn't die, he was able to have enough gold to buy himself a Gem of True Sight. Well, I say himself, but he's probably not going to be the one to walk around with it. Here comes an ice path. Hits as well. The Centaur is already down. And that's gonna be a one dead. Weaver only he time lapses. He runs. That's gonna be no down Weaver. He is safe. Home safe. Lucky for him. Does still have 1600 gold to get the min through hammer that he probably wants to have to build on his BKB. Unless he wants to save it until he has all the items that he needs for the BKB, considering he probably wants to otherwise save for buyback. So either buyback or BKB. As Slark and Lifestealer just killed off each other, because that's fun. Nyx Assassin was around there, but didn't really get a chance to participate in the fun. But yeah, Slark and Lifestealer killed each other. Fun. Fun. Creep's helping out, obviously. BKB also one that gets built up there as Dragon Knight finds himself a kill. Nyx Assassin was still hanging around there. Quite surprised about that one, my bad. But Shibix with another solo kill. Not even Dragon Form used for that one. But Shadow Blade was used this time, obviously. I say that a lot, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Brave Blue with the Ghost Step drop will be able to stay alive against the physical damage army that Insidious Idol have. I mean, there is a Gyrocopter and a Weaver and a Slark. All mostly physical. Of course, there is some magical as well, and especially you have to be careful not get hit by that soul assumption when you're in the Shadow Blade, but still will save you against most of the harassment. And actually, Smurf carrying the gem for Insidious Gaming. Only 2 outer towers left standing on the side of Insidious Idol. But there is a medallion up on Smurf, so they are gonna go Roshan before they take down those 2 towers. And I say that because normally, of course, you have got all outer towers taken down before you can do anything. Well, before you get kill off the Roshan. Like the logical order is take out all the outer towers, take down Roshan, use that Aegis to go high ground. Roshan dies. Ninja Boogie with the Aegis. Ninja Boogie who is building towards an MKB by the looks of it. Or maybe a Basher, actually. Might be more logical, especially with all these BKBs that are getting built up there. 4 heroes of Insidious Idol here on this top lane. They only leave the Gyrocopter to defend the middle lane. They really want to get at least one of the towers, though. There is still a fortification on the Dire side, so they will use that and they will trade a tier 1 for tier 2 by the looks of it. There is, however, also a fortification for the Dire side. Actually, they're gonna fight this. In comes the TP. Dragon Tail already up on the Visage. Ice Path will hit up on the Slark. And it will be the Visage that will probably die if Shibix has to say on it. There we go. That is the Visage down. It's the first one. Slark goes down by committing suicide. Because he can do that, apparently. We have got ourselves Weaver going down as well. That is 3 dead on the side of Insidious Idol. Slark just committed suicide. Interesting. Sorry, cat sounds. Well, we got Insidious Gaming now. I mean, they were gonna take the tier 2 middle first. But now they are taking their tier 2 top. Tower still going down on the top lane. Wasn't even the deny. Insidious Gaming focusing too much on the heroes rather than anything else. So it will be the first real tower that Insidious Idol get down. There is the Basher up on the Lifestealer. Ready for the next fight. They've got the mechanism up again as well in 2 seconds. And looks like they might actually be ready to try and go for more. Or maybe their more consists out of a tier 2 tower mid. Nice drawing on the minimap coming off from Ninja Boogie. Just saying mid lanes. Mid. TP towards the bottom lane though from the Dragon Knight, forcing the lane back out again. He's got 3k gold. He's got enough to buy a BKB if he wants to have that. If he wants to have that, because that's really of course the question, isn't it? First the 4-star being brought to Smurf. Does he have everything on it? I believe it is. Everything. BKB almost ready up on the Gyrocopter, just needs about 1k gold. 1k gold and 50 extra. Oh, they're gonna go in. Ice Path. Nyx Assassin. That's gonna be one Nyx coming right up. There we go. Ninja Boogie. Making it happen. Slark. Demonic Purge there. Tries to pounce himself away. Gets a Soul Catcher and a Vacuum. And there goes the Slark. One more Ice Path holding him in place. And they get him. Shadow Demon with the last hit. 2 deaths on the side of Insidious Idols. Nothing in return. Apart from quite a little bit of damage done to the lifestealer, but he gets an urn charge and he eats himself back up to creeps as well. He is doing just fine. And he has an Aegis on top of that.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh. Like, normally I'd say, like, Slark doesn't want to keep them in the game, and maybe, you know, but Slark didn't even have that bad of a mid game, right? But he just can't break it down to hit this one. Nyx Assassin wound up going down. Ninja Boogie. One more hit needed, Ninja, come on. There we go. Rocket Barrage. He has the Aegis, so he's feeling quite confident. We'll have the Aegis burn. Team. Will his team come in? Yeah, there comes Wraith Flu, looking for a surge. Can he find it? Pops the Ghost Scepter, just tries to distract his opponent, and now Ninja Boogie goes back in. Slark will be already dead. Can't keep his team inside this game. Weaver gets forced out of the mid lane. In the meantime, Insidious Gaming hasn't even started hitting up on the towers, apart from the bottom lane where the Dragon Knight is by himself. 4,800 gold, doesn't need to spend any because he's too cool for that one.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And the Rex are next. Open wounds. Up on Resonance of Faith. That's gonna be a 3-shot right there. Dragon Tail up on the Weaver. No time lapse for him. Disruption will be there. Up on the Nyx Assassin. Spike Carapace keeps him up actually. That's nice. Infest out for Ninja Boogie. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Armlet toggles for his life and will be able to keep himself up because of that one. Has to be very careful though here. Gets an urn charge. That will help for sure. 2,100 gold up on the Shadow Demon. And there's a BKB bot at the enemy's base. Lane and Rex already down. 4-staff forward. Looking for an ice path. Looking for a Dragon Tail. Gets an impale in the face as a thank you for the 4-staff ice path. Doesn't hit up anybody. Nice dual breath though. Smurf has to be careful though. Gonna get changed by the oh no, that wasn't up on Smurf, it was on Shibix. Visage still goes down by the way. GG gets cold. No surprise there. Insidious Idol not able to defeat Insidious Gaming. 2-0 is the end score for this best of 3 of the grand finals of the Steelseries SEA Cup. And Insidious Gaming will be the first victors of this cup as well. So that was the end of that one. Best of 3, Insidious Idol not able to get a third game out of this one, and it felt like they just got outplayed both games, unfortunately for them. We're gonna see what I'm gonna do next. Might be some matchmakings. There's no more competitive. You know what's really sad? I say normally like there's no more competitive Dota if there's not, and otherwise I send you towards somewhere where there is. But there's actually no more competitive Dota until the group stage of TI3, I believe. I hope I'm wrong, but until now, I think I'm right, unfortunately. But I'm sure there's plenty of people streaming out matchmaking games that you might want to watch, including myself in moments, I hope. So stick around for that, and otherwise stick around for watching some of the commercials to support me, and I'll be right back.